Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim on the first episode of the Mages Guild. I went ahead, finished the tutorial, made my character, and took us to Winterhold. And here's our character right here. You won't be able to see her face very well, and that's never going to change because she's a mage, so she's always going to be wearing a proper mage's outfit. Now, her name is Spelius. Show you the skills really quick, as I like to do. See up there? Spelius. That is an actual Altmer or High Elf name. Now, that's going to be today's lore topic, of course. Since it's a new character and new race, I'm going to talk about the naming of them. Altmer names are kind of simple. Like, even by standards of you thought orc names were simple, there are 12 prefixes and 12 suffixes to pick from. There's, well, for males and females, so there's technically 12 prefixes and 12 suffixes for males and 12 and such for females. It's two different categories. Spell and eos are two of the is a suffix and prefix for females, and as I'm making a mage, I could not resist the chance to name her Spelius and have it actually be accurate because of how silly it is. I had to do it. Now, as later games came out in the series, they came up with new names for them that were not from the original 12 prefix-suffix thing, but I'm going with the original. Arena and Daggerfell, the first two games when they established the naming rules, that's all they had. And they never took the time to explain where the rest of these names came from, so I picked from that original list. If you want to see the full list of original prefix-suffix combinations to make a name, well, you can look online. The wiki has all that information for you. Now, Altmer High Elves have a few very notable things about them that make them excellent mages. First off, they start, well, as you can see, really good stats. They start with 20s across the board in all the magic skills, except Illusion, where they get a 25. They start with absolutely no bonus in anything else, however. They're pretty much exclusively designed to be mages. You notice my magic is kind of high. That's not through hacking or anything. They also start with the Highborn trait. They start with 50 points of extra magicka. I'm wearing a Novice hood, which I got in the tutorial. All you gotta do is pick the lock on that cage in the torture chamber, and you can get the Novice hood, which has 30 magicka on it. And you get the Novice robe, which makes magicka regenerate 50% faster. Beyond that, I picked up Oak Flesh and... where's the other one? And Ray Zombie from a store in Riverwood on the way here. I walked into the trading store and picked those two up. And on that note, gonna quickly mention, I have completely lifted the no shopping ban on this particular character, because mages here, they need to buy their spells. They're not given very many spells by chance. Unlike finding weapons, without buying my magic, I'm gonna have, well, no means of survival or improving my character. Anyway, we're in Winterhold.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here, we'll be
Yes,
dead.
it did. So we're gonna start off by coming up the bridge here to the college and meet another high elf.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry.
Why are you standing out here in the middle of a blizzard?
I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here?
I'm here because I want to join the college. I want to learn to be a great mage. As I'm a high elf, I'm therefore arrogant, so let me rephrase that, because high elves are very arrogant. I am a great mage, let me in.
Perhaps. But what is it you expect to find within?
I always like the choices here. They're all pretty clever. It depends on what your intention is. Given I'm going to be a combat mage, mixture of conjuration and destruction magic primarily, I want to use the power of ice and fire to destroy any who oppose me.
I see. That power certainly exists, I assure you. Wield it faithfully, and few can withstand you. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will.
I'll take your test then. Yeah, you can try and persuade her, and if you succeed, it's a bad idea. Take the test, you'll see why.
Excellent. A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Casting one at the seal on the ground here would be sufficient.
even if you're the Dragonborn, take the test, and here's why. She'll give you a randomized spell. It could be Conjuration, it could be Restoration. She'll give you a random low-level spell, normally an apprentice-level spell, that she wants you to cast. If you say, I don't know that spell...
No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold.
Yeah.
Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells. No? Very well. It's your choice.
Okay, we have a problem. And the problem is, why is somebody raising a dead body in the middle of town? Why was a Novus Necromancer in the middle of town? Okay, that was not the original problem, but this works out. I don't know how this happened. I don't care. Because I picked up her stuff. You see, let me tell you the problem is, I have 29 gold. I have 1 gold less than I need to buy the spell to get into the college. I don't know where that necromancer came from. That's not supposed to happen in the middle of town. I don't care. I'm selling her stuff to her.
Greetings. Welcome to the College of Winterhold. Take a look.
Feralda is a tutor. She teaches destruction magic, as you can see. But I'm going to sell her the necromancer's boots, and I'll sell the robe too. And now I've got the gold I need to buy the spell from her to actually get in the college. Okay, I don't know the Firebolt spell.
No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd... Or you can...
You already heard that.
Okay,
Okay, see, I just got a Firebolt... I just got a Firebolt spell for 30 gold. That's like a 250 gold spell. And early on, when you first start, money may not be easy to come to if you come here right out of the dungeon like I did. So you want to take her up on this to get a free apprentice spell.
Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
Okay. Like all spells, the way you learn them... Oh, hold on. Okay, in this case, they just teach you the spell directly. Normally, you get a book. You have to click on this book icon up here, click on the spell, and you'll learn it. But, since I was taught it directly, was not given a book, I'm actually going to swap out Flames for Firebolt, because it's a better version of it. And you gotta cast it on the seal here.
Much knowledge lies within the college's walls.
Boom.
Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
But of course. While we're going up there, I'm going to go over the spells I have really quick. You just saw the Fireball spell. It's an upgraded Fire Blast spell that you start the game with on every character. It throws a ball of fire. It's pretty basic. The spell in my offhand is a Fury spell. This will... Any enemy that is, yes, well, aware that nobody liked the college. Any enemy that is not, too high level, or the wrong kind of enemy, will become frenzied by it, and they will attack anyone else. Now, when I say the right kind, I mean... Illusion magic only works on humans... Well, sorry, I'm referring to that. On playable races and animals. Machines does not work on machines. It does not work on the undead, like the Draugr we fight and skeletons. It won't work on them. They have to be human or monster. They have to be a living thing. Well, let me just show you something else really quick. Because I want to go over this... Oops, wrong way. I want to go over this quickly, so I don't have to go over it later. Where is illusion? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now you can see here, you got all your different stuff for illusion magic that makes it more powerful. The exception to the rule would be Master of the Mind, which requires a 90 in illusion. I mean, you have to be very powerful already to get this. That makes it so where you can use illusion magic on undead, Daedra, and machines. Without having this, you can't do that. So, I think illusion is really gimp in this game for that reason. Like, a large portion of the enemies you're going to fight you can't even use illusion on. But that's okay. I still think it has its purpose, and I do plan on using it. It's also limited by level. We also have basic healing magic. You've all seen that before. You start with a basic healing spell. Highborn is my racial ability, makes me regenerate magic faster. Oak Flesh, I'll show you that really quick. Oak Flesh is mage armor. I do that, and now I take less damage. I basically just gave myself magical armor until it wears off. Ray Zombie, exactly what you think it does. That's that necromancer that we saw rise from the dead in town for no apparent reason. that was a Ray Zombie spell. It resurrects the dead to fight for you. Sparks is like the basic flame spell, except it does lightning damage, and it drains enemy magical while it's going on. Finally, I have a steel dagger. I will be carrying a dagger for emergencies. I will not allow myself any weapon except the dagger, because, well...
No matter what, the college will endure.
Thank you. Because, well, even in Dungeons and Dragons, mages have always been permitted to carry a dagger. That's just basic magery 101. I want Firebolt in that button, not the other one. There we go. And in the offhand, I'm going to keep my Frenzy spell. This is my normal setup. Frenzy spell offhand, Firebolt main hand. That's my combat setup, normally.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very good. Then we're done here.
Some Thalmor here. Not sure I like that. Thalmor aren't good people in our experiences. I don't know why Neria is standing here randomly. It doesn't make any sense.
Welcome to the college.
But here's Mirabelle. We were told to meet up with her, so let's do so. Yeah, told to come see you.
Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah, I'd love to have a look around. Let's do it, totally.
Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
And now to continue our tour. Yeah, I do like that they tried to give it a feel of a legitimate, college, like you're actually here to learn a craft. In this case, magic, but still, I like the way it's designed. I feel like they could have done better with it, but I feel that way about just about everything in Skyrim. But I think they did a good job. They did not do a perfect job, but they did a good job. I guess in the best way I can describe it.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
Okay. Looks like we're heading in.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
So yeah, this bed is ours. Everything in this room is ours to take by right. If you're a alchemist, there's some pretty good stuff in here. Actually, some kind of hard to find stuff. As you're in the box is actually a pretty good book. You ought to read it sometime if you haven't.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
If my teacher wasn't watching, I'd kill you right now. Don't talk down to me. I'm a high elf. Well, he is too. I guess that's why he's talking down to me. High elves are notoriously arrogant and haughty.
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Okay, and that concludes our tour. Now we get to go to class. But we're going to do that next time. For now,
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
I don't intend to. For now, this is a nice little angle here of a statue in our courtyard and such. So we'll pick up next time. But I think we've had a productive day. We joined the college, and we'll go to our first lesson in the next video. So, have a good one, everyone. I hope that I've gone over everything I need to for how the character is going to work. If I haven't, post a comment and I'll explain it in the next video. Alright, that'll be all.